Yeah, that's no problem. You know, I got the cloak of the manta ray. What's up?
Yeah. Yo, I got this.
Yeah, and they show you to your rooms, and again, your skin's all pruny.
Actually, I learned a fun fact about that recently.
Yeah?
Do you know why your fingers get pruny?
Yes, so you can grab things in
Yeah,
the water.
isn't that fascinating?
It is.
That's so cool.
Is it really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a old evolutionary trait. Sorry, creationists that view this. I'm sorry, but not really.
Well, clearly,
Dude, it's only
God
a
designed
theory.
that feature.
All right. Let's not bring religion into this. I guess now, even though I'm sorry. I apologize. All right, going to get some hate mails. I'm sure.
Or you just edit that part out.
Nah, we're good. Yeah, so you guys sleep, and meanwhile, back on the island, you guys, Leth is meditating, and Crush is trying his hardest, but he's just making too much noise for you. Like, his just breathing's very heavy. Every time he shuffles, it seems the ground kind of starts shuffling with him.
Do my best to try and ignore. I mean, if he's making a legitimate attempt at it, meditation isn't necessarily something that can be taught until it can be experienced.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, make a wisdom check, Leth.
a check, not a save.
A check.
About
All right. Yeah,
No.
you think maybe with enough meditation time with Crush, you can try to bring down the effects of his affliction. But it would never be completely gone until something is done.
yeah. The idea is just to try and temper that blade a little bit, and there's really no non-lethal damage. I was gonna say do a little non-lethal sparring, but I don't know. I guess I'd see if he'd be up for that without us actually rolling.
I feel that would be a bad idea.
Well, no, it'd be non-lethal damage, so...
Yeah, but if he, well, mine would be.
I don't know about mine, though.
You know what? What are we at? I don't know. Can you throw us back to our map there?
Yeah, absolutely.
Just curious to see what my own status is like. All right, you know, we'll. Trying to think of how stupid I want to be. Let's see. How naive is that? Lower is more. And 44. All right, yeah. Be up to you, Crush, if you want to try. See if you can't channel this a little bit better. The idea would be to try and attack me without hurting me.
I don't think it's a good idea, personally.
It's fine.
In my
Common
experience, the
sense.
second I take a blow, I risk letting loose this blood rage. It doesn't happen every time. I try to control it, but once the fury takes, it takes.
I certainly won't push you to it. I guess the idea would be is that the more used to this you get, the better chance there is of controlling it. And truth be told, I wouldn't want you.
As he says this, he's kind of like pawing at his axe. Whether he's doing it on purpose or not, it seems more instinctual.
But yeah, it's not my goal to push you into it. Would be more or less if you'd like to try. If not, you can sit on the beach with me and continue to watch the waves and think.
Man, I'd rather get something to eat, but alright.
Yeah. Too bad DeVault's not here for that fan fiction. As you slowly watch the waves, side by side.
The moonlight is there, and
The moonlight lightly kisses the half-orc's cheeks. Okay. Yeah, so anyways. Crush, make a wisdom check.
Okay.
As you sit there, watch the waves with Leth. DC 12.
So it's not a save.
Correct.
It's just
D20
one.
plus Wiz modifier.
okay.
Okay. Nope, you're good. Nothing really. Your meditation doesn't take into effect or anything. You're still just Crush. All right, and the next morning arises. The merfolk awaken you once again with that odd sensation. Just they're all staring at you as you wake up, just like they were last time. Onrus and
Alright, so we're awake.
yep. We found some parts of a boat.
Is the hull intact?
It's in a piece or two, but with more wood, you could probably repair.
Well, can you take it to me? Or take me to it?
Of course, and they lead you on away. They actually brought it directly above the merfolk village. It still floats. It looks to be your ship. Your old
Oh,
one.
really?
Yeah.
How's the rigging look?
Bad. The cut of that jib is not good.
Oh,
I'm telling you now. Yeah, it's in two pieces, more or less.
Okay.
Some big holes gouted through. Obviously, the equipment that was on is no longer there. But it's could be serviceable in probably a couple of weeks.
Weeks, huh? Well, I guess we, work with what we work.
Do you know where this island of yours is?
Yes, we could take you there. It's almost due north, right?
Yeah, it was north. You know the way, but you don't know the direction, if that makes sense.
Okay.
You haven't quite figured out on the map where this island is. You have a general location, but the merfolk might know once they
Okay.
arrive there.
Yeah, so we'll lead them to it.
Alright, so hours later, takes a little bit longer. Takes like 8 hours now with them dragging the boat behind them. They arrive at the island. You see Crush and Lethlin staring at the waves, sitting cross-leg style, you know, just kind of trying to meditate.
I wave and help the merfolk get this thing on the beach.
Yeah, they don't really go too far. They kind of go up to the shallow waters, and then they just kind of like sit in as the waves lap over them. Yes, this island looks familiar. We've passed it by before.
Do you know where it is in relation to the mainland?
Do you have a map?
George had talked about a map.
You
We find
have
one in
you
the,
have a map. You still have your maps.
No, we had maps. No, we lost 2 of them. Only one of us had our equipment when we went overboard.
I thought the maps you retained.
Oh, okay, maybe. Whatever. We have a map.
All right.
Sure we do.
I actually think Onrus had it, so
All right. Well.
she's there to answer.
All right. Onrus,
Okay, what?
show me the map.
Okay. So
Alright.
if I have the master, I'll see it. Yeah.
All right. You show it to them, and they point out that this is the island that you're on,
Okay.
and it is roughly. Oh shit! Where's the?
7 feet. Perfect.
No.
We'll be there in no time.
Oh wait, that's not the view I want. This.
So is their map? Okay, never mind.
It's roughly 200 miles from Devron, the capital city of Aerodenia.
I zoomed.
If I am like seeing this map being shown, I'll be like, I've traveled a great distance.
Yeah. You actually have no idea what the fuck Devron is.
Devron.
Yeah, it's the capital of Aerodenia.
Oh,
George
yeah.
said he was from Aerodenia.
Are we going
Capital of
to-
Aerodenia.
You know that the capital of Aerodenia was actually 2 cities. You remember what the names were?
I have it written down.
Okay.
We're going to Devron?
At least Rondell and I don't know. I don't have the other one written down.
Rondell and Devel.
Deville. I am from Rondell. A
Well,
great time ago, the sky lit in red and rained meteors. At least what I assume to be meteors. This is what led to my escape. Was soon shortly captured, but this is where I am from. The Great Twin Cities.
yeah, you guys have no idea.
Huh.
How can you have not heard of their splendor?
We come from a little island, man.
Well, so does he.
Came from the same island.
We're a bit newer to this,
Yeah, we
this area than
literally
you are.
we got voted off the island like a couple days ago at this rate.
Judging from the lore that you picked up in that Forsaken dungeon, or the whatever dungeon we decided to call it, you realize that this dates back to the Age of Splitting.
Yeah, I was just looking at that. Because, my training history... Oh, it went away. Yeah, the Age of Splitting. Devil and Rondel were destroyed in a beam of light and darkness.
It's more than just a beam, really. So much as several.
So many scholars got it wrong.
So, I mean, that was somewhere between 8 and 200 years ago. So,
As soon as you say that, like, he just looks sullen and agape, like, what?
yeah, the Age of Splitting lasted a long time, so if it happened at the beginning, it was 800 years ago, and even the end was 200 years ago.
What
May have been
year
out for a
is
little while.
this? Yeah, do they keep track of years in this world?
What's that?
Do they have, like, 1942 kind of...
Yeah, 1547. 1547 AWA. After Wondrous Age.
Okay.
That's the current year. Do some calculating.
Sending you a message.
Oh, okay.
Bing!
Let me type back. Oh. Let's see, when was it? Was all right.
Okay. It's been roughly 200 years. Since my time. How much has the world changed?
We're probably
Well,
not the best
honestly,
people to ask.
Yeah, we've never been to Finland. We have no way of
I'm
knowing.
just like thinking out loud at this point.
Well, that's just us answering out loud, because we're a little shocked by this too.
You don't look a day over 25, so
That youthful endurance.
interesting. Well, we know at least you've had a number of your years taken from you. I would say our best bet is let's get the ship repaired and let's consider moving out soon. I assume we
Yeah,
haven't heard
that's-
anything from Stevecles while we were sitting on the island. I didn't really go out looking for him, but he didn't come
Nope.
to the beach or anything. Yeah,
No.
figured as much. I think it's the last we've...
You saw some smoke on the island before your friends arrived.
It might be a funeral pyre or something for him. I'm not too concerned.
Roughly how big is this island? Just curious.
It's like 20 miles across, if that. It's not even. It's like 12 and a half miles across ish.
Okay.
Yeah.
No discernible landmarks or anything?
No, not really.
Points? Okay.
It's just a crazy, weird island that used to have some crazy old guy on it for the last 50 years.
What happened to him?
Yeah, no. It used to be called George's Island on the map, you know. Just... Are you guys going to pencil that in on your map? Write out George's Island.
Leffelorn's Island? You know,
It can be whatever you want. Alright, so you guys spend the next 2 weeks repairing this boat to the best of your ability. Anything wish to do in those 2 weeks?
just continue to work with Crush as long as he's...
Absolutely. As you do. Oops, I guess I rolled it wrong. Okay. Crush. This meditation has given you a strength of reserve, it seems. For the next 3 times that you are hit, you do not have to make a berserk check.
Okay.
That's handy.
Okay.
Well, it's handy until you're standing next to him on time number 4.
Yeah.
But you can't win them all.
Yeah. So, yeah. Where to, guys?
Let's keep making a boat.
Alright, yeah, the boat's done.
Okay.
Boat's done.
Before, I was able to detect evil at a distance to try and... Oh no, the trident was like pointing us in one direction.
Yes, it was pointing over in, like, this general area.
Oh,
Like
so it was
it's-
pointing towards the land.
Yes, it was.
Oh, all right.
Now
well, I
that you've gathered your bearings.
Cool.
Well, yeah. So I guess we know where to go.
All right. You guys can, you found enough food to forage. Basically, those certain fruits fell down during some windstorms. You ransacked George's old place to find some old food there. And, yeah, that's pretty much it. You guys survived on really crappy tea and decent fruits and dehydrated fish. And of course you can fish as well since you have close to the manta ray. You can just catch a fish.
Sweet. Sushi, shipbuilding,
I like it. The sushi
fruits,
part.
tea. This is great.
Alright then.
Best adventure ever.
You have a boat. It's a boat. That's about it. It's a kill boat. That's not hastily repaired, but you can only repair a broken boat that's holes broken in two so much, you know.
Yeah, it'll get us there, hopefully, but it's not getting us anywhere else.
Yep. All right, and you guys head that way. The storms are oddly calm now. Nothing unnatural of what you have seen before. In fact, you run into a couple of thunderstorms, but not anything nearly as harsh as that initial one that hit you so hard that destroyed the ship.
That's good.
And eventually, you see a landmass off in the distance. As you grow closer, you see massive walls as you approach that you don't know how high they are until you get closer. They seem to be 20 meters in height, standing in the water.
Whoa.
You see a city beyond that, a great, vast city, the likes of which you've never seen. The walls point inward towards the city with an opening, as if to funnel ships there along that pathway. And yeah, you just see tons and tons of boats. You've never seen so many boats. People just are sailing their boat past yours. It's like, what the hell is that? You know, like, that's a weird looking boat. And they're all just patiently dropping anchor and then moving forward and dropping anchor as you start to see roughly 12 ships that are very evenly spaced that seem to be inspecting each ship before they enter.
Interesting. Okay.
Quick, look
Guess we'll wait to be approached.
Sorry. What was that, Honors?
It said,
Oh.
quick, look, inconspicuous.
This is the inconspicuous song. Whoa.
Alright. So, eventually, your boat is stopped by one of the inspectors. Hail, friends! What be your nature of this visit to Devron?
Leth, are you going to answer the man?
Yeah, I'm the new,
What's wrong? Are you a bit tongue-tied?
bit tired. to be
Our,
honest with you.
as you can see, our ship was wrecked and hastily repaired. We're seeking refuge.
Ah, I'm sorry to hear that. Well, do you have any gold, silver, platinum, or copper? The reason I ask this is because of the old Golden Hands law. And you actually recognize this law, Crush. You're like, oh yeah, that one. But it never really applied to you since you were a slave. So, the reason I ask this is because of the Golden Hands law. And he just eyes you all.
Can I make a history check for it?
Can I
You've
explain
no.
what this law is?
You can. You know that the law states that travelers that are passing through will not be taxed on coins that they can carry with their own hands. But for the coins that they are not able to carry, they will be taxed 8 out of every 10. The only
Whoa.
exception to this rule is to become a resident of Devron. Except you say it differently. You say a resident of Aerodenia, which the guard cuts in. Ah, no. That is very old rule. I don't even know where you heard that, my friend. But no, it is only the city of Devron now that carries the rule. You are free to pass through Aerodenia, just not Devron, without the tax.
Well, I got nothing.
Neither do I.
We're just
Do
saying.
you really not have anything?
No.
I
I don't
have
have a single gold piece.
a
in my
great
wallet.
axe and no armor, and an adventurer's. I don't have an adventurer's pack. I should get one of those.
Yeah,
shackle.
I have 15 gold pieces.
And you can hold that within your hand, so you're like,
Yeah.
anyways, well, let us search the boat. So
I
he
mean,
gestures to the other 6 guards.
I probably would
Yeah,
have let them
welcome
know
aboard.
while we were sailing.
Might have to one comes aboard, one comes off. I'm not sure our boat can hold that many people.
Yeah. Honors, what were you saying?
That I would want to see Devron, because that's where I was trained in sword fighting. I want to see the city after the namesake.
You? Oh, by the way, I'm changing the name of the class to just Swordmaster class, because originally the class was actually an archetype, and it transformed into a class, which First Sword of Devron class doesn't sound like a class name. That's the style you fight in, but you're a sword master.
Okay.
If that makes sense. Well, I'll explain more of it later. Just you trained in the way of Devron, are you?
I mean, I wouldn't have said it in front of
okay.
them.
Okay,
but
never mind.
I would
alright,
have
so-
mentioned it to them before, like
Alright.
the party.
All right, they get on the boat. We ain't found shit. All right, type deal, and they let you by. As you pass the gates, vibrant reds, blues, purples, and yellows stream through the air by way of mobile banners that seem to catch the wind in a certain way. The docks are littered with ships, but you're able to find a low-key spot.
Right on.
All right. So you park the boat,
Make port.
and something that
there.
jumps out at you
Mhm.
is the noise. You've never heard so much noise in your life. Just the constant chatter of people. You wonder how people could concentrate with so much going on around them. The only one that's used to this is Crush, of course.
You should have heard the cheers of the arena. I was such a great fighter on my day.
You can't even hear the ocean, and we're in the ocean.
Exactly.
This is awful. You say the arena's worse than this?
You wouldn't stand in awe. You can't imagine what it is to hear thousands of people scream your name.
Sounds amazing.
All right.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
Andres is kind of overwhelmed by it all, but she's also really excited. I mean, this is why she wanted to leave.
Just towering buildings of different color, not the same blue and white buildings from back home. Just vibrant colors of the earth that change the bricks a certain color. Some houses are painted over with some type of dye. The sight is truly one to behold.
Yeah.
It's like, let's get the fuck out now.
All right, guys. What do you want to do?
I
We
want
can go
to
sightseeing.
explore the city.
All right. There's people that just bump into you, like not on purpose. It's just like that's how they're going when you're leaving the docks. Your personal space is nothing. It's non-existent right now. You're moving through the crowd. You know, you feel however you feel about it at the point. You don't know where you're going.
Awesome. She's super stoked, but also really kind of scared. But she's just gonna explore, just to look and take it all in. She's gonna keep track of like where the boat was and stuff. She's not gonna get herself lost, but she is gonna explore.
All right. The one guy goes, "Fresh fish! Fresh fish! Get your fresh fish! Get your jewels here! Get your jewels here! Hey, you! You look like you need your boots shined, sir!" You know, he comes up to you, there, Kesa. Or, sorry, not Kesa, Leth. You!
I'm broke.
Kevin looks so uncomfortable on camera. I can only imagine what Leth would look like.
I'm like just remembering. I hate big cities. Just me as an actual person at a game. I hate and like I've really enjoyed New York for some places. Like going to the show was kind of cool, great food and everything. But I truly hate the cities, and so I can sympathize
Chicago.
a bit of. I'm broke. Sorry.
He walks away. How about you? How about you? As he looks over to Crush and Kesa and Onris.
I'm good, thanks. I can clean my own boots.
Yeah, and Queso wears sandals under her greaves, so...
Fresh fish! He just goes on.
So, are we gonna sleep on the boat tonight, guys, or are we gonna have to find an inn?
I'm not. I'm sleeping on the boat.
Let's get a drink. I want a drink. I've never had a drink. Let's have a drink. Let's get a drink. What do you think?
Yeah, we could get a drink, I guess.
That's what adults do, right?
That's what adults do, that's right.
When they come to a new city, we're adults now, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's fair enough, I guess.
All right, let's go. Let's find a drink. Let's go.
Alright, in which case... Oops. Alright, I'm trying to find good... No, stop that. There it is. Sorry, guys, I had to find the right stuff. Alright. Oh, god damn it. Fuck that guy. Alright, never mind. So, yeah, fresh fish, get your jewels here, get your jewels. Hey, you look like you need something to drink. And he points to you, Crush.
Oh, yes, I do.
Alright, I'll tell you what, for just 5 pennies, copper pennies, I will give you this drink right here. It will make you feel invincible. You can do anything you want to do. You, sir. And then he points to a man next to you. Oh, me? Me? Yes? Come here, drink this right now. And the guy drinks it, and he's like, oh, I feel so strong. Look at me. Oh. So what do you say? You see the results right here. Would you like to try one?
I have no money, so I'm going to turn to the guy who just drank that, and I'm going to challenge him to a arm wrestling competition. He will buy me a drink if I win.
Yes, of course. Good sir. All right, let's do that. Roll your strength check.
Okay.
And he rolls his. Beat a 10.
Just had to recheck my mod, sorry.
All right, no problem. Yeah, you break his hand. He's like, oh, my hand! Why did you do that?
Don't know what strength, but I thought you were so strong from this drink.
He goes, friend, you said you'd buy him a drink. Yes, that I did. Gives you 5 pennies to buy a drink yourself.
Thank you.
Yes. Oh, so you're going to buy that drink, huh?
Oh, yeah.
All right, he hands it to you. It's the most vile thing you've ever tasted in your life.
Tastes
You
like
wanna
freedom.
Yeah, tastes like freedom. Yeah, so you guys continue your way. Who do you ask? What do you ask?
Does the bartender know of a temple nearby? Any temple?
Temples, my good man.
Literally
Why?
Any religion to get him out of here. Just any religion. Doesn't even matter.
Yes, we have plenty of temples. 1 second. What's he say? Where is? All right. Well, we have Eldeth. We have Ilmater. We have Saloon.
Do
Oh.
I recognize these? Or can I religion check too?
No, you don't even. Timora! That's a good one. Goddess of trickery, or goddess of good fortune.
Any?
Which is it? Trickery or good fortune?
Oh,
Kind of a big difference.
Both!
Some trickery.
Both!
Any that might be a little bit...
Umberly, goddess of the sea. Although she's not really worshipped here, but you might find some in the shady reaches of stuff.
Is there any
goddess
small
of the
time
sea?
arenas?
Goddess
No,
of
no,
the
no,
sea.
no. Poseidon is the god of the sea.
Who the fuck is Poseidon?
Who the Have you ever seen the ocean?
What the fuck is Poseidon? You know what? I don't like your tone. Get out of here.
I don't like you. I will get out of here.
All right.
Poseidon.
Is there any like small time arenas in this city?
Recoleta.
Like I'll be asking around about that.
Sorry, you asked for what?
Like any small time arenas where I can earn lodging for us.
Shh, you shouldn't say that out loud.
Also, it's illegal in this city. Would I know that?
No, but you've never even heard of this city.
Okay. Well, then
Yeah.
I'm just gonna shut up as soon as the first person says that to me.
All right. Yeah, you get the kind of gist that it's not so welcome anymore as it used to be. So yeah, there's plenty of people to ask. People are bumping into, trying to sell you wares, and as you get out of the harbor area, it seems to be more spaced out. You can actually move your elbows around. You know, there's still a good amount of people, but within 30 feet of you, there's probably only like 15, 20 people within 30 feet of you as you're walking down this certain street.
Yeah, the thing is, Zach, I don't think we know any of the actual...
I know.
Okay.
I needed to get. I knew what I wanted.
Well, see, the thing
It
is,
had the Greek
Zeus
version.
would embody like 2 or 3 different Forgotten Realms gods.
Sure.
You know, so it's like Lyra could be one if she's a Forgotten Realms one. It's in your player's handbook towards the end of all the gods that there are. Yeah.
Player's handbook.
Yeah, player's handbook on page 294.
I mean, if you just read the thing, read the Liera and read.
Yeah, Liera is in there. She's the Forgotten Realms. She's the goddess of joy.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying, is I'm just getting a Greek name to attach to it. And I don't know who Liera is. I just know who Euryphocine is.
Exactly.
That's what I would.
All right. Yeah, sounds good. So yeah, what do you guys try to do? Who do you ask? Do you try to initiate conversation with anyone?
If there's a guard or anyone who looks of an authority, if there is a...
Yeah, there's a couple guards.
district?
Temple District, my good sir. I won't say you'll find a specific district, but you'll find some temples sprinkled throughout.
Yeah,
Just keep going on this pathway, and you'll eventually reach one of the bigger ones. The god of... Torm is a good one. Torm.
Of course, the god of...
Courage and self-sacrifice.
Self-sacrifice, yes. Right, and so I know Torm was here. There was a couple other ones here. I'm sorry, I'm fairly new to the town.
Oh, you have a temple of Lyra and then Lyra.
Right, Lyra and Lyra. Correct.
You know, you have Lavatar, Malar, Mask, Meliki, Melil, Mikil, Ogmas, Savra, Soon, Tempest, Umberly, Joaquin, Azuth, Bane, Bathsheba, Bel. Oh, the list goes on, my friend. We have almost every single temple you could have in this capital.
A library, perchance.
Yeah, there's one library.
Could you direct me in that general direction?
Oh, sure. Hey, Molly, where's the library at? I don't rightly know. I've never been. We have a library. Ferrum, library. I don't know either. Willem? Oh, yeah. I know where the library is, and he points you off in that direction.
I'll start heading that way. At least I can get a chance to think and...
All right, by yourself?
I don't know, but that's where I'm moving. I'm pretty well miserable.
All right, left just takes off, you guys.
Yeah, Kesa goes with him.
All right.
Follow the herd.
Andres will go to. Yeah,
She's like
she
fucking
wants to
temples.
party, but she's enjoying
You just
herself
came to the
more than
biggest
they
city
are.
you've ever seen, and you want to go to a library?
You see something
Nerd.
along the way, Onrus, called Drunken Dwarf's favorite hole in the wall. And you pass by it, and you just see fighting going on inside of a bunch of dwarves laughing. You go, ha ha, that was a good one. And they're just punching each other, and then they're taking drinks.
I want
There's
a wine
literally a
bar.
hole in the wall.
I want a wine bar. No, not there. All right, we keep going with them. It's pretty insane for us.
Alright. Yeah, you guys reach. You guys went to God of Torm, right? Or no, you went to the library. That's where you went to.
Library, yeah.
Alright, you guys reach the library. Like, no one is around in the streets. It's kind of run down. And, yeah, it's there before you. At least you think it is.
Okay. Yeah, I'll certainly head in. I guess just with a general library, trying to look for a reference section specifically on religions.
Alright, as you go in, who's there?
Name is Lethelin, good sir. And your own?
Mine is Megalbor.
Vegelbor. Fantastic name. Human?
No, tiefling.
Oh.
Old tiefling, though.
Were there any tieflings on the island?
Yeah, there was.
Okay.
Yeah, one of the leaders was.
It's another imp! Attack it!
Yeah, it was, in essence, just looking to get a little research done in the area. Do you have a reference section for the different religions? Different, the Pantheon? Been looking
Yeah,
to try and delve into the past a bit more.
Shouldn't you... Sure, go for it. It's section 4AA over there.
Fantastic. I thank you for your help.
I thank you. What was your name, good sir? Lethelin, was it?
Lethelin, yes.
Ah, pleasure to see such a young lad be in here.
Well, true wisdom is found within the books, and that's what I'm hoping to find.
Yes.
Hey, I had a question. Yo,
Yes.
down here.
Yes. Dwarf.
Do you have a section where I could find some information about the local merchants guilds?
Why not just ask me?
Ask you.
There's
What
only
section
one
it
real
is?
merchant's guild.
Yeah?
Yes.
Yeah,
And
we're
Tyler,
probably-
you do /me, and then space, and then what you want to type out. And that will say, yeah. There's only one merchant's guild of worth anymore. Used to be more.
What's the only one now?
4 Land Merchants Guild.
Huh. And what happened to the other ones?
Well, they ran them all off. If you have a merchants guild that binds 4 of the 5 big nations together, all these small-time people can't compete. I mean, of course, they're here and there, but they're very specialized now.
Does this Four Lands Consortium have an office here in the city?
Yes, it does. It's right in the center of the city. In fact, they help fund this great city.
I see. Alright, well, thank you. You've been very helpful.
All right. Yeah, Lethal, when you get to that section, the old man goes, "Would any of you like some wine?"
Yes.
He pours out. He's got a cup, hands you a glass. Return the glass, young woman.
I'll take a glass too, as long as they're coming.
You return the glass too.
Of course.
I haven't had a visitor in a dog's age.
Is it any good? What's it taste like?
It's kind of sweet.
Oh, is that your first drink?
Yep, she's a fan.
It's
Aw.
sweet and bitter. Kind of puckers up your cheeks, but you think with time you could learn to love it. All right. So you find a whole section on religion.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, in essence, I feel like I've got nothing but time right now.
At least quiet in here.
Yeah, I assume it's quieter in here than maybe.
Oh yes, it's
outside,
quiet. You could hear the footsteps of the old man as he moves around off in the distance.
As I didn't recognize any of the gods, as the guy was saying, and especially after our little Poseidon run-in, in essence, what I want to try and do is equate our gods to their gods, and just for future references on stuff. That then mindset going that the name of the god isn't important; it's their ideals and what they capture that is, and
Okay.
go from there. So.
Absolutely. You can equate that. Just tell me whatever you think your god would be in the Forgotten Realms deities. Maybe it could be 2 or 3.
Yeah, I guess at least for our group, even just to make things easier, if I could start writing down, who our gods are and their gods, just for future reference, so that in the future, Onrus knows that this god is this, without me having to say which god is. Just allowing us to use the player handbook, I guess, is for the Forgotten Realms.
All right. Yeah, that's good.
Okay.
What page was it again?
294 is Forgotten Realms.
So yeah, I would in essence do what 294 does is write down Auril, goddess of winter, that type of stuff, and would write down what each of the gods of this world are.
All right.
And I would bet that would take some time to do.
Yeah, it takes a while.
The Greek gods aren't in here, right?
Yeah, they're on the next couple pages.
And
On page 298.
Can I be right back real quick just to grab a sleeping pill?
Absolutely.
Alright.
We're almost wrapped up. We can end right here if everyone wishes, in fact.
Quick
Yeah,
question.
that might be better for me. I need to get to bed, get up early.
Sure thing. But Crush, you had a question?
Yeah, so while we're in this library, I'm going to walk up to the older man, and I'm going to ask him if there's a registry for the traces of noble houses of this nation.
No, yes, absolutely. And we'll deal with that next session.
Sick.
Wait for Kevin to get back. All right, Kevin, we decided to actually just wrap up in the library.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, guys, we made it off the island. You reached Devron. You had an overwhelming sense of cramped. Being cramped. Except for Onrus. Well, she felt cramped too, but she enjoyed it. But, yeah, everyone say goodbye to the viewers.
Have a good
Thanks
night.
for watching.
Goodbye, everybody.